Let's go, it's the Whity Show. Whity Show. Whity Show. Whity Show. Whity Show. So the story takes place right after the movie. So spoilers are present in this game. So I highly recommend that if you can't see the ending to the new Spider-Man movie coming out very soon, then, well, shit, you should be able to. It's a fucking comic book movie. Anyway, skip the story section, just go to the graphics section if you're like a spoiler freak, because I'm going to mention like one spoiler, and it's not even a big spoiler. You can see it coming, but I'm going to mention it. The Lizard is defeated and put into jail after the first movie. There's a spoiler. Peter and Gwen go through the Oscorp building, and they're trying to find out all the secrets to see why this happened. Why did the Lizard become the Lizard? The cross species like Rhino and Scorpion just go insane when they're near Pete, and they break out with a bunch of other crazy bastards. Spidey's mission? Well, capture them. And also he has to find a cure, because one of the cross species is infecting people. So you and Dr. Connors, that's the other spoiler, team up through most of the story to try to get a cure. Well, beating up bad guys and, you know, saving the world because you're fucking Spider-Man. The voice acting is all well done. Some of the one-liners are hit or miss, but the actual story is very traditional and not all that exciting, which is a shame because Edge of Time, if it did anything right, was have an interesting story. It fails to capture one here, and it just feels really generic.
It's a virus now.
So I've heard. So, ready to play God?
You do remind me of him. Your father.
The graphics are pretty surprising. Graphic-wise, Spider-Man looks better than just about every other movie game out there. He himself looks great. His movements are awesome and definitely look like Spider-Man, slick and cool. The new looks to the villains are all badass and something to enjoy watching as a Spider-Man fan. The environments are mostly great to look at, especially the city, and even the Oscorp building are pretty cool to explore. But the sewers are boring to look at, and sadly you'll have to go back there a few times. And of course the civilians look like shit, but it's an open world game, it happens, get over it. Overall the graphics are pleasing to the eye, and any Spider-Man fan should enjoy the artwork. So the gameplay, this is it. This is what everybody wants to know. This is Spider-Man. We don't give a shit about the story. We don't give a shit about the graphics. Let's get to the gameplay, man. Alright, gameplay-wise, Spider-Man just hits so many good points. Yet, somehow misses a few important ones on the way there. First off, this is an open world game, and this is Beenox's first, so they haven't done one yet. With the awesome Shattered Dimensions, you travel level to level. Same with Edge of Time. So this time, they give you a huge city to spin your web in. You like that? Spin your web, you get it anyway. And for the most part, it works well. The swinging is well done, though nothing amazing. It's easy to use the swing in this game, and Spider will even shoot up into the clouds like a goddamn gangster. You'll have to use web rush a lot, which is this new ability that slows down time and you jump area to area. It looks sick, it's very fluid animations, and gives you the feeling of being Spider-Man. A very cool addition, and it's very much welcomed. Saying that, once in a while Spidey moves too quick for the camera and it flips to shit. It just flips you, and you'll be confused as to where you are and what are you doing. Why are you swinging this way? Why are you hanging over there? Because the camera just flips out like it's having a little baby seizure. This is usually indoor levels, but once in a while it even happen outdoors. It's not game breaking, but it definitely breaks the immersion at times. The combat feels very much like Batman or Captain America game or Assassin's Creed, in the sense that basically you'll just keep beating the shit out of people and bouncing off of them, which is really fun. Hit the Y button to counter and finish them off with a special move with the B button. It looks really awesome and makes you feel like a quick and most of all badass that Spidey is. Sometimes I feel you move a little sluggish though for Spider-Man, and this is probably due to having a little bit more time synced into the game, a little bit more polished, and it's not broken, but it just feels sluggish at times in the combat area. While on the flip side, the stealth in this game works great. Hang upside down, on a wall, or walk behind an enemy and unleash your webs to stealth knock out an enemy before he even sees you. That's sexy. Works really well. Feels like Shattered Dimensions.
I got a flashlight now!
Hello? along came a spider and beat up some dude.
The feel of Spidey is great. It really is. Watching him jump building to building, swinging, and web rush are really something to enjoy for us Spider-Man fans. I have more comics than I probably should even mention for Spider-Man, and getting the feeling of being Spider-Man finally is so badass. And with the cinematic camera now, it looks great. Watching him dodge attacks and do all these flips and turns and what? Looks awesome. So that gives you the Spider-Man vibe, and that's important because when you're playing a Spider-Man game, you want to feel like Spider-Man, and this game gives you the biggest Spider-Man feeling of all time.
It must be hot underneath that. There! How's that? Just like David and Goliath.
Saying that the mission structure is weak. What is with these freaking open world games and weak missions? Come on, Gravity Rush, Spider-Man, let's go. Most of the missions are boring, especially the indoor ones. They just don't have that flair that they should, possibly because the bosses all are pretty crappy in most regards, except one or two, and they're just very easy and boring to beat. And while the game tries to mix up the combat and stealth, the missions themselves just don't have much interest. Don't get me wrong, when you beat up a bad guy, you're like, that's cool, but then you're like, what for? And that could be because the story isn't top notch. Or the missions just could have had a little bit more spice added to them. I don't know which one to blame, but either way, the missions just don't have that oh my god feeling that they should.
Enough already! You're not feeling it?
So we finally get to it. Yo, Whity, we know you're a Spider-Man fan. What did you think of the game? Were you having fun? You like that? That was a pretty good voice. I enjoy Spider-Man for the most part. It felt like you are Spider-Man. You feel like you're the man who is a spider. You look like Spider-Man. Man, you are the motherfucking Spider-Man in this title. And that's great. With a few tweaks to the gameplay though, with much better missions and a better story, this could have been a grand slam. This could have been Spidey's big game. This could have been his 9 out of 10 game. But as it stands, it has little too many flaws to make it great. Still, it's a good title, a well-made Spidey title, and well, Beenox's first attempt at an open world, I can't say that they didn't do a good job. If you want to feel like Spider-Man for the 9 hours of gameplay, plus all those side missions and all that shit to collect, you're going to enjoy this game. For someone looking for an amazing Spider-Man game, you get it? You get it? Pun? Get it? Because it's amazing and whatever. Yeah, anyway, this game just isn't amazing. But 7.5 means it's good, and I call this a good Spider-Man game. Just not a great one.
Ready for this? Deal with this!
Now just remember to take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment.
Thank you, guys.